So in any other industry that faces a price curve like this, there's panic. That is a 4.5% real decline every year for services. And it's due to a number of things. It's not one thing. It isn't just procurement. It was commissions to fees, which took place, in the 80s and in the 90s, a little bit later here than in the States. But commission to fee broke the monopoly on the way you were paid for your work. And it allowed procurement to negotiate a separate deal with every agency. That was not the case before. When there was a commission, it was a 15% commission. It was a uniform price. This is probably the single thing that has driven price down, was the shift from commissions to fees, because it broke the monopoly. It allowed procurement to strike different deals to get you competing with one another on the basis of price. There was the concept of shareholder value, which is a very important thing. In the old days, the chief executive of a major corporation made about 1/100th the money that they make today. But once shareholder value became articulated as the only goal of a corporation, and in other words, to make money, then executive salaries went through the roof. Chief executives and chief marketing officers and chief financial officers started to focus on share price and on their own compensation tied to share price, and they unleashed procurement to drive down every cost possible. And of course, procurement has always looked at marketing as a cost, not an investment. So the combination of shareholder value and the focus on the bottom line and the unleashing of procurement is one of the other factors that's led to this price decline. Then we had globalization, with many of your clients deciding that they were going to centralize originations in London and do adaptations elsewhere around the world. That led to a very significant decline in the number of agency people required to do global work. And procurement took advantage of that to negotiate lower fees for global relationships. And then on top of it, 10 years ago or so, you had the digital revolution, first with digital, which was perceived by clients to be cheaper somehow, because digital media was cheaper, even though it is actually more expensive to do a lot of the digital ads, with a much larger requirement for in-house production. Nevertheless, clients took advantage of this to drive prices further. So there have been a series of things, along with the way agencies have behaved with respect to procurement, that have allowed this to happen.